Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Vinicius takes a shot! Oh, super goal! A finish of true class!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Bruno Fernandes. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. And he opts to go forward. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has been cut short. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Looking to play him in, Bruno Fernandes. Vinicius Junior. Thiaw. And it's Grimaldo. Kimmich spots it and intercepts. Van Dijk. DiMarco. And it's Bruno Fernandes. It's a pretty loose pass. Rice. And it's Neves. Driving through the middle. He's having a shot! And it's in! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Vinicius Junior. The ball has bounced loose now. Rodri. Davis. Aimed beyond the defence. Eze. Haaland. And now the breakaway. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Sorloth. This looks promising. He's looking wide. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Hakimi. And Grimaldo. Grimaldo goes on a charge down the left. Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ah, that's a fine interception. And they can counter here. Rodri. Konate. That's a sharp pass. And here's Vinicius Junior. João Neves. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. Now that looks a decent ball. And a chance! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Eze. And there's the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And so we're off again. DiMarco. And it's Rodri. Davis. Oh, cracking ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And the ball's come loose here. Vinicius Junior.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And Grimaldo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. DiMarco. Vinicius Junior. Eze. Distributed tidily. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rice. Good running, strong and purposeful. Thuram. Eze. And it's Rice. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Bruno Fernandes. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
He's in a great position here. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Eze. Oh, easy pickings there. Bruno Fernandes running with the ball. And it's gone back to the keeper. Thuram for Rice. And here's Vinicius Junior. Looking for options for movement. DiMarco.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Davis. And here's Vinicius Junior. Tries to pass it through. Lofted upfield. Rice. 75 minutes played. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He won't be happy with that one. And here's Haaland.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
There's the header! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Vai-se proceder uma substituição. O número 18.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Número 13.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up was brilliant. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Número 22. Número 8. Número 38. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
At least they're going about it as they should, having...
And the finish! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Gravenberch, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lopez. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Bensebaini, it's an inviting-looking ball, that. Gravenberch, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Great ball, and he's in here. Quick look, then he gets big. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And one more try. Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that's the end. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Haaland. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate...
He's having a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Bruno Fernandes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's made its way to him. He's chosen to go back. And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all. Thuram. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Thuram wins the duel this time. And it's Davis. It's a promising position. Davis. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Paris Saint-Germain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Thuram with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Kimmich. He's not got that quite right. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Osimhen.
Casabia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rodri. Great vision. That is a brilliant interception. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Paris Saint-Germain ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. João Neves. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Van Dijk. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Haaland. Almost half an hour in now. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Thuram. DiMarco has it out wide and up he goes! And he's there to belt it away. Oh, that's nice. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Rodri played out to the left flank.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's got away. That is lovely. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. DiMarco might just make this.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
João Neves.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And it's DiMarco. Rice. And it's Mingueza. And here's Eze. Knocks it into space. Well read. And the danger is averted. Could be danger here. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Haaland. Closing in on goal. Eze. João Neves. Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Good ball, good take. He's beaten the real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This possibly the last play of the half. Rice is there and he can get that clear. He's going for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of... And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Rice. Rodri. To Osimhen. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Mbappe. Eze.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Looking for the run. No, it's come to nothing. Oh no, what has happened here? Rodri, not the most accurate pass. Now, can they get him away? João Neves. Eze. Threads one in. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Thuram, looking to play him in. Haaland. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision.
Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Mbappe looking to add to his goal. Thuram. Thuram goes steaming forward. Thuram cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And they can counter here. Now it's Mbappe. Davis. Oh, nice touch. Fired deep towards... Terrific header! It's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Vai-se proceder uma substituição.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Número 7. Número 15. Número 32.
And that has put paid to that.
Vão dar o seu
Davis.
lugar a número 10. Número 20.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Número 38. Está acontecendo
Now it's
uma
Bellingham.
substituição.
And it's hoisted clear. Oh, that's a fine interception.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Davis. And he's managed to get free. Showing good feet. He's making a real surge on the left. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Bellingham. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good-looking ball. The referee's awarded a free kick. Nice sequence of passes, this. Doué. Surlot. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to break at pace, looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Doué, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Gravenberg.
Casabia really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Pass somewhat off target. And here's Surlot. Opts to play it back. Skims one in. João Neves. Oh, some tackle that. Yildiz. Hernandez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Vamos ter minuto de
He's come
compensação.
through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, he's taking on his man here. Tries a shot! Loose. Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Doué. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Surlot gets flagged offside. Konate. And that's it. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Knocks it out wide. Fired deep. Oh, smashing header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Osimhen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Paris Saint-Germain given another corner. Corner number 2 then. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. Somewhat off target. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Mbappe. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I've heard only good things about this player, João Neves, Peter. He's very good under pressure, plays with an awful lot of courage, always wants to get on the ball, and positionally, very, very sound. He's a real asset for any team at number 6 or an 8.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Well, that pass isn't the best. Di Marco. And it's Eze. And here's Haaland. Haaland! He's scored! The breakthrough strike! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Oh, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That's good play. He's fizzed it forward. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Real chance! They've scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Di Marco. Deep cross. Raya claims it. Safe hands. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. Paris Saint-Germain trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. João Neves.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And here's Vinicius Junior. That's very neat. Good read, needed to be. Davis. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's been slipped through. And he's straight offside. Hernandez. João Neves. To Bruno Fernandes. And it's Rodri. And here's Osimhen. João Neves. Takes a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Can he finish? He scores! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class. Chance for a shot! And it's been taken short.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
Shot could be on. And that's a goal kick. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Can he get on the end of this? And the finish! Tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And so we're off again. Eze. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And it's Davis. Thuram. Now it's Haaland. João Neves cuts it out. Bruno Fernandes. And he was quick to react. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. That has not gone well. João Neves looking to penetrate opposition lines. Rice. Thuram. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Chance! And yes, it's there! And he is just ripping it up! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Casabia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
60 minutes played. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's DiMarco. Eze. And here's Vinicius Junior. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Here it is, crossed in. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 7. Número 15. Número 3.
Raya.
Número 32. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 20.
Oscar Mingueza.
Número 10.
Solot looks to get on the end of this.
Número 19.
João Neves.
Número 2.
Doué.
Número 11. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
And they've got a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Great chance! And the lead stays intact, just.
Doué was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Corner number 3 coming up. Konate getting this one clear. Well, that pass surprised everyone and not in a good way. Rice. Yildiz going face-to-face with his great rival. And reclaimed it in a trice. Look at the space. Can he finish? In he goes again! And that's definitely not his best.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's in a great position here. That has been knocked clear. Davis with a cross. He gets big!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
He's having a shot! No mistake! They have stolen level at the last!
Vinicius Junior really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Paris Saint-Germain have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
Solid! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's looking to win it for them. That has ended up in no man's land. That's really well cleared. Looking to play him in. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Vai-se proceder uma substituição. O número 14.
Into extra time we go.
Para o seu lugar com o número 6.
Let's do it.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Kimmich. Oh, can he get onto this? Here's Tchouaméni. Eric Garcia. And here's Vinicius Junior. Tonali. Rice. And it's Doué. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Another shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Van Dijk. Eric Garcia. And it's Tchouaméni. Now João Neves. There's the shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the counter is on. Gabriel makes the interception. Paris Saint-Germain have got it back and they'll have another go. Now it's DiMarco. Doué. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. Paris Saint-Germain have a free kick.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where...
He's had a crack. Oh, that wasn't far away.
João Neves clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Tonali. Doué. Here's Sørloth. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Tonali. Xiao. Rice. And here's Sørloth. Looking for options for movement. Kimmich gets rid without sophistication. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
João Neves is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Tonali. Shot a goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Sørloth clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Up he goes! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Eric Garcia. Di Marco. Eric Garcia. That's a good run down the left. And that's it. Nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
Well, the players look exhausted, but one last act. We're back in a moment for penalties. They could really do with scoring the first penalty. And he does it with poise.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Vinicius Junior steps up for his penalty. Oh, what a save!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
This to double their advantage. Big character, big moment, big save. Kimmich is second man up. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
This to put them 2 up. No! Denied remarkably.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
The third man in the queue. Coolly into the bottom corner.
He just did what he was asked.
Yildiz is the fourth man to step forward for them. It's in, too smart for the keeper.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times, never looked like missing.
Sørloth comes up, their fourth taker. Oh, he took a risk, but it's paid off.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Doué is the last of 5 scheduled takers. He has nerves of steel.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. And stuck away with ice in his veins. It's 3 apiece. So both teams effectively 1 kick away from the precipice.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? Dispatched! There will be more of this.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, didn't change.
Through to 7 and we're still going. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. And that has lifted the roof. So it has all ended in hurt. The team played their parts in a terrific struggle.